Welcome, everyone. It is Bear Essentials with Bear Buyers here on Twitch and YouTube live. We're going to be doing a gaming marathon, mostly Division 2, but as a break in the action, we may go over and play a little Fortnite, being Star Wars, excuse me, being Star Wars based. So, thank you for watching. And if there's anything you need or want, please put it in the comments and I'll get right to you. Okay, and let's see where we are. We are running our dailies and we gotta get over there. Let's see where we are. See if we can get out of this dungeon a little quicker. Some gave all, I'll give some. Did it run off to? I do like that cabron. So one of the things we're going to do, okay. We have one more name tusk and one more bounty, or one more event to do. So we'll just knock this off with a bounty. Should handle it. Again, thanks for jumping in on Memorial Day. We're just grinding through the last few hours of Division 2, Season 6. Tuesday, the big story DLC. Actually, it's a small DLC compared to the other ones, but again, DLCs are nothing to laugh at. It takes a lot of time, a lot of development to make these games and keep them alive and going. So, thank you very much. So I hear another doggy downstairs. Didn't see anybody. Shit. Oh, shit. You can have that other one if you need it. I got all my name done. Awesome job. Thank you very much. Is there something you would like to do there, sir? Thanks for coming to get me up. Really appreciate it. Let's go get you some wings. We can do Roosevelt Island, I guess. Well, that does that. If you don't want to do that, then that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Might as well do it anyway. Do 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 do. Hey, thanks for joining me. Got a mic? Oops. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Let's try this again. The group is not eligible. Between your seekers and mine, we'll see how fast we can go through this. I do love barbecue. I love barbecue. Hey, thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate you stopping by today. Let me know in the comments what you guys are up to today. Thanks for stopping by Bear Essentials with Bear Buyers on YouTube. And thanks for stopping by Bear Buyers on Twitch. We are live, running through a regular Roosevelt Island. Go smash me. I loved your song. You say Smash Mouth? Just like so many of these NPCs in this game, they lie. Say they're going to kill me, they're going to smash me. Just lie. That's not true. He said he can't do anything. He died well. So that's something, right? Dude, look up. You're going to get yourself killed. God dang it. It was not the way to play that, dudes. Come on, guys. Get in the game. What are you doing? Get off the ship. Get off the ship. Swore I hit that button. Why is it not working? Well, that was pretty bad. Okay. Let's go over some of the builds. Okay, this is a variation of the Boom Baby Seeker Mines. We didn't have that modified right. So throw some haste on there. Haste damage, health, skill damage, crit chance on. So then when we use our capacitor, status effects, damage, status effects, and skill haste. Being underneath cover would help. Skill damage, skill damage, skill damage, and ninja back. Ninja bike messenger backpack. Skill haste. There we go. That would speed that up a little bit. Go ahead and knock this stuff out. And we have all these filled caches open.
from the B Mixolydian scale, or E major scale, if you will, but it's B Mixolydian.
Okay, we're going to go over the first build, and the build we've been using is Endless Seekers, or what I call Boom Baby. So you got capacitor. For those who don't know, the more you use capacitor, um, creates stacks for each bullet, creates better skill damage, and then you let the Seekers fly, and that creates more skill damage. Your weapon damage is based on your yellows, which we have 6. 7 because of the specialty. Well, actually, we don't have the specialty. So we have 6. 6 yellows, 1 blue, 1 red, thanks to our Ninja Bike Messenger Pack, and that creates 1 less of each brand to get up to the bonus. So instead of 4-piece hardwired, we only have 3-piece. Does the same thing, and we roll damage on that to do the Seekers as much as possible. On our chest, we have Undercover. While staying undercover for 10 seconds, increase you and your allies' weapon and skill damage for 12 seconds. So what we need to do to run this better is go into cover, wait 10 seconds, and then unleash hell. So if you're wondering how much that's doing, if we're doing 5 million normally, say we're doing 3 million normally on our Seeker Mine damage, 3 million plus 12% is going to give us an additional 360,000 more damage, right? That's a lot. That's a big boost. If we do 5 million, that's almost 500,000. And of course, we have Demolitionist to give us the damage out of cover and a few other things. Explosive build. And we're using the Seeker Mines. Again, they're rated at 2.7 million. And then we have the Turret Hive, which is throwing up about 1.1 million. So, pretty strong build. Now we could go with a Karn here to give us an extra specialty. We just don't have a Karn on this character. So that's that build. Let's go with a different build. Let's go with the St. Elmo's Striker build. St. Elmo's Striker build, like so many, what it's doing is it runs off a 4-piece striker, and we're using the mask backpack. Really like the backpack bonus. Makes total weapon damage gain per stacks a striker from 0.65 to 0.90. So about a third more, a little less than a third more. Then we have the gloves and the knees for striker. Then on our chest, we're running a Sokolov for the. Should be running a Fenris is what we should be running. But we can see if we can change that. See if we have a Fenris, or maybe even Harris Walker and Co. Oops. See what we got here. Now, if we run Harrison Walker code, we can run Perk Headhunter. It's not really going to help us that much. Do an Overwatch, but we're out running around. There's the Fenris. Focus. Needs a big scope on it. So we're not really going to use that. There we go. We can use that. That'll work. So Seska, we're getting a lot more weapon damage or crit damage. And the holster we're running. So we're getting Hazard's Pro on that. Again, I would rather have Harrison Walker code or Fenris here. And since we're switching that up, let's see if we got Fenris down here. We can run Grupo. We can run Grupo down there. And let's see how that changes up our. So we got the Seska there. So now let's check that out. And our crit chance is 57. Crit hit damage is 157. Like that. And let's go ahead and overwrite that. Okay, going on to our Elvis build. This is actually Elvis in Turmoil. And what we have here is 4-piece Heartbreaker. This is going to, when weapons hits a pulsed enemy, it builds up a 1 percentage point of bonus armor and 1.1 weapons damage to pulsed enemies, up to a max of 50 punches. And we're using the Memento backpack. So when we kill somebody, we drops those really great things. And we don't have this modded either. See, our stats are crit chance is only 30%. Crit damage is only what? I'm going to explain a lot. None of these are modded. Way to go. Okay. That improves our crit chance to 42, but our crit damage is still pretty bad. That's why that's not doing as well. But that's it. It just needs to be more modified. The turmoil is just best in slot. Memento saves your life all the time. And working with the blue screen, which is as the pulsed, what it does is once you build up stacks up to 50, 1 through 10, and then you use a skill. So what I do is I throw, say, 1 through 50, I pulse them, um, and the target is all those targets are now marked. Or I throw the seekers out, do a little damage. So I start picking on the biggest one in the room at that point. Again, the turmoil is going to do 50% ampli damage instead of hitting that guy. I'm hitting to somewhere close. So everybody else is going to start dying. They're going to take a lot more damage. And then as I build up those stacks, if I get a 50 or more stack, it's going to pulse, disrupt, and disorientate marked enemies and their hostiles within 10 meters of the marked targets for 5 seconds. So if you're marking all over the map, everybody's going to be pulsed, disrupted, and disorientated. And that gives your team, if you're running with a team, chance to destroy everything. Let's go over one of the next builds that I have complete on this one. This one is one I threw together earlier today. It's just to get through some of the burn content. Capacitor again builds up as you get hits. It builds up your ability to get skill damage, and then you unleash the hounds. You can unleash the explosive mine, or even better, sticky bomb. Fire sticky bomb's probably the best, and then the hive is regenerate. So you're getting your teammates up, um, and you're doing all this damage. You have 6 yellows. Uh, 2 yellows? What? Oh, yeah, 6 yellows. And of course, you don't have the 7th one because you're running fire instead. Um, so you got the flamethrower as your specialty weapon, which again is fired. You get your fire sticky bomb, and you have stinger hive. Now, what this does is the green set, once the item is dead, then it's going to spread to other people. Let me get back on here. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So that's Feel the Burn. Okay, so I'm going to take a break from streaming. See nobody's on. I'm going to try to um, get revitalized and come back in a little bit. Thanks for watching.